Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure to thumbs up the video if you do like what you see, and to share on all your social media networks that you happen to be on at this time. Hey guys, happy Friday, TGIF indeed, yes. We have reached pinnacle here. We reached another end of a great week, so yeah, it's all good. All right, well, I'm back. Yes, I am. Happy as always to be in front of the camera. So I hope everybody's week went splendiferous so far, and now it's ending, so that's even more splendiferous. So that word is splendiferous. Yeah. All right, so let's get to the topics this evening. Okay, so a couple of different things I want to speak on quickly. Alright, so did you all happen to catch the State of the Union address given by our 45th president, commander-in-chief at the moment, or clown-in-chief? That would be President Donald J. Trump. So yes, he gave his first State of the Union address just a few days ago. So I watched it. Me and my mom, we sat and watched the whole thing together. It was a little longer than most presidents' State of the Union addresses are. His was about 90 minutes. Yeah, it was a good hour, over an hour. Yeah, it's pretty long. He had a lot to say. So, he touched on a plethora of different topics. A lot of people were, of course, waiting to hear him talk about the hot button topics, which is what our budget, this big tax cut break that he has, signed off on, and then of course immigration. So, all right. So some of the notes here. So of course, issues on immigration, so the DACA immigrants, and then there's 2.4 million new jobs in manufacturing alone. So he says. Unemployment claims. He claims that it has hit a 45-year low. And this is like one of my favorite things that he said all evening. African American unemployment stands at the lowest rate ever recorded. And Hispanic unemployment is also at the lowest rate as well. So I was like, really? Now I don't know about you, but like when he makes statements like that, it just almost sounds like he pulls them out of thin air. I'm like, really? Like, have you really done the proper research? Are you sure the African American and Hispanic unemployment is at an all-time low? If it is, yes, I'm happy about that. I mean, we want to hear things like that it is at an all-time low. So this is what he's saying. Okay. And then of course he moved on to the topic of immigration, which is a big thing. I mean, you can hear the reactions in the room, like from the Democratic side, they weren't, all that enthused by some of the things he was saying. So basically, we have the open borders issue, allowing gangs and drugs in. This is his words, not mine. And he spoke on the MS-13 gang, which killed 2 teen girls back in September of 2016. He had their families there. So their family was there, and he told them to stand up, the mothers and fathers of the girls. And that was really sad. It actually was really sort of a melancholic moment. And it was sort of like, that moment happened, and then there was like a couple of more sad moments. There was a lot of the commentators after the State of the Union address was over said it was sort of a sad, like similar to a funeral, like everything was really sad and down. Like, the State of the Union is supposed to bring us up and make everything upbeat, but he was everything but. And I had to agree. I was like, this is not what I expected. It was very dreary, like he had a lot of moments where, not that I had anything against him, acknowledging the families and everything who lost people, but he just had a lot of moments where everything was just so depressing. It was a lot of like more bad news than good, basically. So we have the 2 teen girls who were slain. You had it was a guy who was like, he lost his leg because what was the story? Yeah, he was trying. He ended up stealing coal like over his country. He was like from Vietnam, and he ended up stealing coal to try to feed his family, trading it, for money to feed his family. So he ended up losing his leg. His leg was cut off by a train. See what I mean? That's horrible. I was like, oh my god, leg was cut off. He had to go through the surgery to get his leg repaired without anesthesia. So that was horrible. And so then after that happened to him, he came back to see his family, and then like he was captured by like the Chinese government, so Vietnamese government, and it was like they held him captive and they asked him like had he met any Christians, which I thought was an oddball question, and he was like, yes, I have, and so he basically was letting them know he wanted to be free, and so they eventually freed him. But it was just really horrible. Like it was just a lot of I don't know. It just hold on, guys. Hey guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that interruption. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, it really was just a lot of downtrodden sort of news. Yeah, it was not so good, not so good at all. So basically, he plans on making 1.8 million people who are illegal currently, but they were brought here as children by their parents, citizens if they meet certain criteria, I mean like education criteria, good moral standing, things like that. Okay, he is going to build a wall. He's going to build a wall on the southern border, and then he's going to end the visa lottery program, and then he's disallowing immigrants to bring over distant relatives because for a time we had a really open policy over here about you know um, becoming a citizen. Like you get people over here who like are permanent residents, and they can bring over many people like cousins and aunts and uncles. So now he's cutting that off. So basically, you know, it's like yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, the Democrats and Republicans are kind of still at a standstill with each other. There is no unity within the House. The state of our union is not where it should be. Personally, in my opinion, they have a lot of work to do. They have a long way to go as far as like uniting with each other and actually working together on some of these things. They still seem quite divided because nobody's really getting what they want here. So yeah, it's not looking as great as it could be. But yeah, now he got like a round of boos in the whole room. Well, mostly on the Democratic side when he mentioned about um like the immigrants, illegals bringing over like the gangs and drugs, and because he made like a reference. It was a reference that he made, but it was like towards like minorities, and so people got offended because they felt like he was saying okay, all illegal immigrants are the same, or all immigrants are the same way. So it's basically that like he just leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and I think a lot of times when he mentions these sorts of this topic, like he makes those kind of like there's always that undertone, where he's kind of throwing it back at these immigrants or these minorities. It only happens in these minority communities over here. It's not happening everywhere. It's only these. And it's just yeah, he made some reference like not so long ago about the crime rate. It's like always in black communities, and like he makes dumb statements like that. So that's why I think people are not too warm on him talking about immigrants and what people can come over here and what people can, and it's just yeah, it's kind of chaotic. So then later on, like Jimmy Kimmel, me and my mom were watching Jimmy Kimmel, and so he did like this sort of demonstration with it was a group of I'm gonna call them a test group of people, just kind of random people. I guess they were like maybe audience members. So he had them, and he was talking to them, and he had a immigrant family and the young lady had her baby there, and she was brought over illegally when she was. This woman was like, I think 20, was 24, 25 years old now, but she was brought over illegally to the United States by her mother when she was a baby, and so then her husband was born in the United States, so he was, he was legal, but he was in the military, so he's a military veteran. So basically they had them sitting there in the room and they had to test a group of people, like maybe probably 10 people, and they range in age, race, background. And so most, the majority of these people, and some of them were Hispanic, and this couple was Hispanic, and they were all talking about how they believe they need to go back to, Mexico. They were the girls from Mexico, how she needs to go back there, despite all the hard work she's done. And this one was smart. She had, got her degrees, and she's working and paid her taxes, and she's good. She's good. She's a good citizen. And it was in, and her husband's in the military too. So they were saying, well, she needs to go back to her country, to Mexico, and she needs to do what she has to do and come in here legally. And they were like, really? And she said, are you serious? That could take me up to 10 years. Like, you think I should go back there? And it was like really insulting. And it was this one lady there. Like, it was this black woman. She was like middle-aged black woman, and she was really, really boiled over by this. And she was just rolling her eyes and looking at the woman. And she was like, yeah, they need to go back. She was like, they get everything free. And she was talking about how she lost her eye. The black lady said she had lost her eye. And it's almost like she was kind of putting some guilt off or some blame on this couple, saying because of people like them, I can't get the health care I need, so I lost my eye. And I'm like, okay. So it's like, there you have it. There you have it. So it's like from the White House to, out in the communities, you have these people with these crazy viewpoints, these opinions that are so, egregious and this far out. And you're like, that doesn't make any sense, So it's like we all turn it against each other in a sense, So, why do people feel that way? Like, why would you blame, you know, it clearly is not this couple's fault that this woman lost her eye. We're sorry she lost her eye, but we know it's not the couple's fault. And not allowing these people, or disallowing these people to come over or to stay over here is not going to make it any better or worse, for anybody who's, been over here, American citizen, all that kind of jazz. So, no, I think that the mindset, the frame of mind is just incorrect. It's almost like what it does is divisive, but our president, he's divisive. And so what it is, a lot of divisiveness all over the place, and so everybody's kind of set up where we're all looking at each other like you're my enemy, instead of you my brother, you my sister. Let's unite, let's come together, let's love on each other, and figure out how we can make America great again, because we're already great. We are the reason why it's great, and we're gonna make it greater and even better. But if we're divided, how can we do that? So it's a whole I can't see the forest for the trees kind of thing that's going on here, But you got who up in the where, and he keep on putting that hatred, that old hatred juice out into the atmosphere. He keep putting them hatred vibes out there, and we kind of falling for it. It's like it's mesmerizing us all. So don't fall for it. Don't bite the apple, Eve. Like do not fall for the poison, not at all. But yeah, it's just something to think about. Let's try more uniting, instead of trying to automatically look at somebody and figure out a way to deny them or discriminate against them automatically based on skin color or background. And let's try to get out of that. That's the only way you're gonna break the little chains that we're in now, where we're feeling like so hopeless. That's the only way to change America and make it great again. That's how you make it great again. Just saying. Anyway, so moving on to a lighter topic, slightly. So Cardi B and Offset from the Migos. Yes. So y'all know the Migos, Yeah. So Cardi B and Offset. So Cardi B and Offset are engaged. They got engaged about a year ago, but now she's kind of unsure about him. And so, apparently lately recently I heard she put off the wedding till, later. I think she's just having doubts about him, and rightly so. I would too. I mean, he cheated on her and kind of put it out there for the world to see, and kind of disrespected her basically. And I think that she's, maybe in a point where she's realizing her worth. And she's kind of thinking like, now why am I letting this clown me like that? Like, and I think that she should kind of take a second look at things instead of rushing into marrying this guy who I don't think is even nowhere remotely good for her. I think like he's not even on her level, like career wise and any other way. I'm like, why are you even messing with him? Like, you could have so much better. A lot of times we women, we settle for just about anything because we feeling like I don't want to be lonely, and or he looked like my type or the type that I used to go for or the type that's hot right now. And I'm like, no, that's how the devil get you fooled. He fool you off in a minute, but you want somebody who will give you what you need. You don't need this bull crap in your life. At the platform that she's at, and she's climbed and came in and went from low to high really fast, you don't need somebody gonna bring you right back down lower than where you was. So I just think that's where that's gonna head if she goes linking up with that. As soon as I heard about they were dating, I was like, why? Why? I'm like, Offset? I'm like, nah, I mean, he's, no. I'm like, nah, I mean, she could do better. I think she's a little bit more sophisticated. She's a girl who, come from the hood and everything, but I think she's smart and, she's a businesswoman, and she's focused. You don't need a guy to pull you out from under that, So, yeah, I think he's probably more of an opportunist and she needs to realize that. So, she might be. So anyway, he had a song out, and let me see, what was the title of the song? I had to pull it up too. So basically, the song had a homophobic lyric in it, and they're not giving me the name of the song. Oh, YFN Lucci. Yeah, YFN Lucci is the name of the song. So, had a homophobic lyric. The lyric was, I cannot vibe with queers. That was the lyric, and I quote. So, basically, a lot of people were like wailing on him about it, did not appreciate him saying that. I thought, it was a little off. So I didn't really appreciate him saying it either. I'm like, yeah, I mean, what was the LGBT community got to do with your song? Why you put them in there? Do you know anybody from that community? Are you friends with anybody? I don't think you need to be, throwing them in your song randomly just to like, so, hey, this sounds cool. Like, don't take advantage of people like that. So, Cardi basically came to his defense, of course. But she came to his defense saying, he's been around gay people and he seems comfortable with them. He's never disrespected them. He treats them like he treats anybody else. It has a different vocabulary on the dictionary. She says people were unaware that it was a bad word in the LGBTQ community and that they should educate people. So basically, Cardi was like a little irritated. She went on Periscope and did a video on it, and I'll post the link below. She basically felt like, hey, we didn't know. We didn't know. We didn't know. We ain't had no clue. And we sorry. Okay, but my man ain't homophobic. What she was trying to say, I know him. Don't be trying to put them labels on people. What she said in so many words, But do y'all believe it? Do y'all think he's homophobic? I got half of mine to think that a small part of him kind of knew what he was doing. I got half of mine to think that, like, yeah, he might be a little, yeah. He might be really feeling like I cannot vibe with queers, like, that kind of guy, like, probably not. Cause I mean, you know why? Because he giving me that hyper masculinity vibe. He's a part of that old, that kind of thugging kind of, that kind of hip hop culture that's really not. It's not about that life. It's about that I cannot vibe with queers kind of life. Like they basically built up the whole culture on that. Basically, like non-gay, bitch hole kind of, premise. So yeah, that's why I keep throwing him in that box. And he's probably he's not even like that, but I mean, I don't know the guy personally. I'm just saying. You know, the vibe I'm getting from him. you know, I could be wrong. You know, we all got there's a lot of vibes going on in this atmosphere, and ain't none of them positive. You know, how about that? Now what can you vibe with? So and on that note, I love vibing with y'all. But I'm out of here for tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what y'all think about everything. Cardi B, Offset, Migos, the State of the Union. How you feel about the State of our Union? I mean, how you feel about our president? Let me know. Talk to your girl. I just love being in front of this camera. I'm happy I was able to get back in here again to speak with you guys. And yeah, it's been real as always. So I will see you guys a little bit later. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next weekend. So love you. Have a blessed one.